we're getting to another long stretch of minimal to no holding calls being called against Miami opponents and things like that. And, just working the refs. And, sometimes you got to kirk out a little bit. Sometimes you got to really, just let them have it. You know what I mean? And even Mark Richt, pious as he is, God-fearing man and everything like that, he had to go off, one good time, and this is a true story. And look, I'm me and I have stories. The last half of my teaching career at Miramar, I every year went into my administrator's office and I said at the beginning of the year and said, hey, I need you to back me up if I go off on these kids one time. I mean, paint peeling, foul language, like all that. But I need you to back me up the one time. Because at that point, it was almost becoming the legend of Underwood, like really embracing that I'm going to really lay into you to correct behavior. I'm like, they got to fear me. They have to know that, and not just hear it from the seniors. They have to experience it, And so I need you to, and it's only going to be the one time. I'm not going to say that I'm going to be in here cursing them out every single day, but the one time that I really peel the paint off the walls, I need you to have my back. And for Manny Diaz, and so for me, and that was to set the parameters of everything. Like, this is the hierarchy. Like, sometimes you got to be a little forceful to make sure that everybody stays in line. For Manny Diaz, it's the same kind of a thing because you can be nice to a point, but sometimes you got to show and prove that you got a brass pair of cojones, man. I'm not just going to let my team get screwed. I'm not going to let you guys just run roughshod. These reviews, these all this stuff. I'm not going to just sit idly by and let it happen with, and just bite my tongue. At some point, and again, even with the example of Mark Richt having done this, I think that, Manny Diaz needs to let loose. And I'm not saying every time and become just, psychotic on the sideline, excuse me, at every call or everything. But I mean, I think that he is being too soft. I think that he does have a little bit of that politician's mentality. And if you don't know, Manny Diaz Sr., his father was mayor of Miami-Dade County for a while. So there is that in his blood and everything. And, look, you do got to play politics because you're going to see these crews more. You're going to see them for the rest of your career at Miami. And, even if you go somewhere else or whatever it is, these are guys who are going to be around the game of football. So you can't just go completely scorched earth. However, sitting idly by and doing nothing then empowers that to continue. So at some point, you do got to a little bit lean in to show and prove that, I'm here. And you're not going to just get away with this. So I'm going to say it. Give me the 15-yard penalty. And I won't say anything else the rest of the day, but I will make my point known. And I think that not every game, not even every 2 games, not even every 3 games, but we have not gotten to the point of an example of him really, really being fiery on that sideline. And while I get where he's coming from, I think that is part of the vocabulary that he can use. I think it's a color in the palette that he can use as well.